Chuck. Oh God, I hate it for him. All right, we're good, man. We're live right now, folks. Welcome everybody back to KnucklesF&F podcast, where we discuss the Marvel's latest TV shows on Disney Plus. I'm your host, R.L. Knuckles, aka the Cat Girl Lover, aka the Babyface Gamer, aka I'm Knuckles the Third. There's gonna be no more thirds. There's gonna be no more after me. After the third, it's all over. You know, I still got the same caress. I'm not making more any more Roberts. I'm done. Like I'm done after Robert Knuckles. Like you can't make your child the fourth. You can't make your child the fourth. Okay, in the dark, that's Derek right there. I was calling him Anthony last week, so I apologize for that. So, I apologize. So he looking like I said, he looking like the boss character right now in that dark room right now. So he be doing some sus shit right there. So we don't know what's going on. I got my man Anthony in the building. He was gonna go from his computer, but he wasn't quite sure on how to work that out, so he's using his phone instead. And you have the lovely Rachel. Nice to see you. Hopefully everyone had a great Easter. And we have someone in here right now. I got my boy Ross in the building right now. He says, "What's up, Knuckles? Can you guys see the comments on here, or can I only see the comments?
Oh,
can you guys see the comments? Oh, you can see them. Oh, so
yeah, just switch over from a private chat.
That's awesome.
We actually had someone chatting for the first time.
He said we have people.
Yo, man, like, oh my god, like, oh shit, we got another person in here. Okay. I did actually say, right? What's up?
Comment, and share.
Yeah, like, comment, and share. I did. No, I literally said to people, hey, you know, we're gonna go live around 10 o'clock. You know, be sure to tune in while we discuss, you know, the Falcon and Winter Soldier, and always, you know, this is gonna be, you know, some what's I looking for spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, you know, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you, but you know, I don't know what to tell you, but yeah, we're gonna get right down to this episode 3, and I gotta say, man, Zemo stole the show for me. Like, yeah. And Derek. I was calling you Anthony. Again. I don't know why, and I apologize for that. But I'm sorry, but no, I gotta say, man. Like I said, Zemo stole the show. I think I told you before when we were discussing WandaVision. I was like, why would Zemo come back? I'm not really on him, but yo, man, like you killed in this episode, man. I was like, I liked him more than I like, you know. 99 cents Captain America out there, and he was smart, he was funny, like especially said the Marvin Gaye thing. I was like, it's the very good African American experience. It's like he's out of line, but he's right about that. So I like that. The scene where he broke out of the prison, you know, like he was, like I said, for me, he stole the show along with Sharon, but he was okay, my voice Ross said, oh shit, Spurs. Okay, before I watch the rest, it's a show worth watching. Yes. What do you guys think?
No shit.
You're right. Rachel says no shit. I didn't watch it because I thought it was going to be watered down or cheesy. But is it really good? It's the sky. No, it's good, man. Bro, it's good. Like, it's great. Like, honestly,
think of like Civil War level of entertainment, but like in a show. With a little bit more humor here or there.
It was like John Wick in the Avengers.
I like that. I like that. No, like it's honestly, I think it's like the first type of R-rated shit that we've seen, besides some cursing and saying shit, but like, you know, the club that they were at, which Zemo can't dance for shit, but it was so fun to see the guy dance for like, you know, a couple seconds though. But you know, they show some adult stuff in this in today's episode though. But like I said, I thought those Zemo stole the show. I don't want to speak too much, you know, before, you know, I say something that you guys might say. But you know, I'll give Derek. I will give him the second. I don't want to be the last word because I know he must have been freaking out about Zemo. But Derek, before you go, don't mention that X sign towards the end of the episode and be like, "Oh, X-Men X and when Carly and that dude was talking, you saw like it had
a
that
better
X sign.
one.
So don't be saying any X-Men things. Don't be saying like any
I got a better one.
any any what's that word I'm looking for? Any I forgot theories or whatever this shit is. I don't know. I can't remember what it is. But no, I'll let you discuss your opinion on the episode today, Derek.
Oh, I can go now?
You can go now.
I'm honored. Okay. So, this shit was crazy, cuz. Alright, nah, I'm gonna be serious. Okay. Zemo easily became one of my favorite characters in just one move. Like, to find out that his family possessed all of the old relics from the first Avengers movie, like, that was sick. So, that's major foreshadowing. Like, he definitely has major ties, like, bigger ties. And then not Akuye. I forget who the chick's name is, who her second in command is from the Wakandan elite guard. The Dora Milaje showing up at the end with Bucky. Yo, I almost shit myself. I was like, yo, they gonna kill this man.
He had a
But
backup
yeah,
plan.
this was incredible. I look forward to seeing where this is gonna go because now we see that Wakanda's still very much involved. Outside of that, I'm just really interested in seeing who's gonna get that super soldier serum because God knows that that's major foreshadowing that it's either gonna go to Sam or it's gonna go to the great value Captain America. Yeah.
That's funny.
So, oh, and the flag smashers, the girl blowing up the building, that was epic.
She's not
That was like,
playing.
oh, it wasn't a part of the plan, but she was like, she carried it. She was like, yo, at this point, F it. Like, this is the move. And this is what we're going to do. But now that makes them extremists in the eyes of the government. So we don't know what that's going to do about them sending Captain America, great value Captain America after them. That's all
99
I got to say.
cents, Captain America.
Yeah, that's all I got to say. In all honesty, we can follow up later.
All right. Anthony, you can follow up on that.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool to see Zemo and bringing his character back. Um, it's kind of like a great idea to see him as like a villain, but like in like a friendly manner because like they can't really trust him, So like he shows like subtle hints that like yeah he wants to like help out like whatever with asking, we need to find out what's going on. But then at the same time, he seemed like he has like kind of like an alternative like motive like behind it all. Like to me, I think that he's obviously going to be the main villain at the end. And somehow I think that he's trying to track down the serum for himself to make himself like a super soldier. Um, but he kind of like keeps have these like subtle like hints, like when like he has his jet and he's talking to his butler, and he kind of tells him to, feed them whatever it doesn't smell right, kind of thing. Like if it doesn't pass the smell test, feed it to him. And they have no idea, like what he's saying to his butler. So it's like I like how they throw those like subtle like things that he's on their side right now, but he doesn't really like them. You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was like a great like scene when they're in like the little club like setting and people are like dancing and Zemo's like fist pumping. You know what I mean? Like it's like a cool like little additive like oh that's kind of like
He was
cool to
doing the
see like a
Jersey Shore
villain.
moment.
Yeah, like a villain, like he's a villain, but like he's like kind of cool, like in the scene, like he's like all right. Um,
Would you
now
go out for
I'm
drinks with him?
say what?
Would you go get drinks with him?
I don't really know. He's not. Yeah, he's not my cup of tea. Like he has a shady nature about him. Like I like his knowledge. Like he has a lot of knowledge and like obviously experience when it comes to speaking the truths about super soldiers and like people that are superheroes and the kind of destruction that they cause like certain people and like their lives and like he was like somewhat like they don't have any kind of accountability behind that. So it's kind of interesting to kind of poke at his mind a little bit to see like where his like kind of motives are. Um, but I don't know. I like seeing him like kind of speak the truths of the Winter Soldier too, because he kind of is seeming like, all right, like you think that you're kind of going on the good side, but I know that the Winter Soldier is still inside you, and to see him like in action at the bar, you know, he was kind of like, he's not that far gone. Like he kind of like looks at Sam, and he's kind of like, and Sam is looking at the Winter Soldier like, yo, he doesn't look like, a person trying to start a new leaf. Like he looks like he is enjoying it. And it looks like he kind of hasn't lost his touch as far as being an assassin. So it was just interesting to see. I mean, I don't want to say like too much and let, you know.
Yeah, let my homie Rachel go. Don't say too much.
What do you mean? Don't say too much.
Right.
Well, I don't want to say too much because no. I'm saying to him, don't say too much.
Yeah.
Or to like miss anything.
Mm-hmm.
No, well, the response to what you just said, I think it's funny how like you interpreted some things a little bit differently than I did. Like, I think Zemo, obviously, he's not the best guy in the world. I mean, he blew up the UN building and killed T'Challa's dad and stuff. But and he obviously has like an ulterior motive in the aspect of like he hates the idea of super soldiers. He hates the idea of like superheroes running around, so it made sense that like once they found the scientists, he just straight up shot them so that they couldn't create anymore.
I think we all saw that happening too.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to steal it for himself. I think if anything, he wants to find if there are any remaining vials of it. He just wants to destroy them. I don't think he wants to like use them for anything because he's so against super soldiers. He doesn't want them to exist. So I think that's kind of like his kind of motivations right now, and he's just playing along to like get to the people he wants to get to in order to do that. But I think it's funny how like Zemo kind of just like points things out so like blankly, like up front with things, like just like the conversation on the plane where he's just like, you idolize Steve, like you put him on this pedestal as if he's like a perfect person and like what he stands for. And as you know, in the original war, like you fought a war to stop a person like that and blah, blah, blah. So I think it's kind of like commenting on the point of like, even though Bucky's like super attached to what the shield means because of Steve, because he obviously knew Steve so well and like they were practically brothers at that point and went through so much shit. But at the same time, he kind of put Steve on this like pedestal that Steve was like the best person ever, and he's the only one that deserves the shield, and he's like top tiers. Like Steve had his like issues too. Like he wasn't a perfect person. So I think that was kind of an interesting like how Zemo like approaches certain things to comment on stuff. I just thought it was funny that they basically break him out and then he suddenly becomes everyone's like sugar daddy, like getting them like all these awesome, like all these blinging new clothes, going on personal jets, going to like clubs and shit. And I'm like, so everyone's just gotta look cute to go fight crime. Everyone's gotta like be in style. And then him dancing, fist pumping, just made me snort in the middle of watching the episode. I have that GIF saved on my phone because it's just hilarious.
Yeah, there's the memes are already popping up, man. The memes for that are already popping up.
And then Sharon, she's awesome, like taking out literally a whole gang of bounty hunters like by herself, while you guys are having a chit chat. But like again, she's another character that kind of like got fucked over with like like with obviously Shield, government, whoever you want to put blame on, the other Avengers. because like you understand that like a lot of stuff went down, especially like after the fact, and there was important shit going on that she kind of fell through the cracks. So it's understandable, but like it still sucks that like she basically was left to like fight on her own, and now she's just luckily she was able to make a name for herself and like be living the high life, but that kind of sucked to like hear. And like now that she's kind of jaded to the idea of superheroes, so she's kind of like, nah, that's basically overrated and fuck that.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was an interesting episode. And then with Bucky, I think it's that whole scene with him pretending to be the Winter Soldier again. I think that showed more like how much he has come forward, because you could tell how much it like pained him to have to do that again. Like him standing there and like Zemo being awkwardly like offering him up like an object and like as if he has obviously no control over it. Like that was just so weird and so creepy, and you could tell that like the looks between Sam and like Bucky was just like, this is horrible, like I'm hating every second of this. And then I took it as Sam like watching Bucky do all this stuff again was kind of just like he was worried for him. I felt like, because he had like semi not scared glances, but I read it as like he was actually worried for Bucky because of so much stuff he's trying to go through to be a better person, and how much it does traumatize him. That I feel like them commenting back and forth, you're like, you good? You okay? You okay? You good? Like they're kind of checking on each other now, which is like they actually kind of give a shit about each other to some degree.
They do. They deep down they do.
Yeah, they're like bickering brothers at this point, where it's like, I hate you, but I love you anyway. So I kind of read that as this episode. And props to the guy who spit in Discount Cap's face, because he's every... Discount Cap.
You said you're down for him for what you like what he did to Cap with 99 cents Cap?
No, I said I'm down for the guy who spit in his face. That guy.
Okay, I'll admit, I don't like 99 cents Cap. I don't like him. But I will say, if you spit in someone's face, man, like you better be ready for war right there. Like, I don't.
But he's an asshole.
I mean, yeah, he is. But like the spit in the face thing, I'm like, oh shit. But he's like, do you know who I am? It's like, yeah, you 99 cents Captain America. Like, bro, you ain't shit. Like,
but
you ain't like, what have you done so far, bro?
And that also just shows you how much of more of an asshole he is than Steve, because it's like Steve would never be like, do you know who I am? Like, bow down. He wouldn't even.
I don't think he wouldn't do that type of shit. What 99 cents did. Like, he's just using all fear and shit like that. Like, it was a complete different round of what he did. Like,
someone made the joke of like, it's typical of like American government to go bashing into another country and then be the assholes that be like, oh wait, but I need a translator now because I don't know. Like, it's like, really? Like, okay.
And I mean, the funny part of it all is the fact that like he was speaking another language and at the end talking English.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, I can understand everything you were saying to me the whole entire time. And I didn't want to say it in English, but I don't like you.
What's crazy is Captain America was bilingual, him and Bucky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was. But so no, man,
that makes him look bad. Like, it's like, yo, boy, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think like the new Captain America. I think the new Captain America, the guy spitting in his face, was pretty much like how pretty much he's feeling like he's being spit on pretty much by everybody. Like he's like the disrespected Captain America at this point. Like nobody really wants to help him. He's the 99 cent discount Cap. Like it's like he's starting to feel that, and I think that's going to lead him into, being more aggressive. Being like the Captain America that we don't care for, basically.
Well, no, he kind of showed that towards the end of the episode when he said to this guy, "You think they're gonna care how we got the job done?" He said something like that. So like he doesn't give a shit. Like he was going, like, by all means, Steve wasn't perfect, but he still did things. Even though if he didn't think it was right, he still didn't believe it was right. This guy is like, I don't give a fuck how I get the job done. If I gotta do this, that, and the third, America ain't gonna care. Like he's pretty much, how can I say this? He's pretty much like I can't really put it into words. Like I can't think of it right now, but it's like he's like the version where it's like as long as I get the job done, I don't give a shit. Like America ain't gonna care. Like he's. I think he's more for himself. Do you know the actual people?
That's just
What's up?
the government, but he's on his way
Yeah,
to being U.S.
he's
agent.
the government.
You know,
Like
that's
he's the
his
government.
representation. That's exactly what he's meant to be. It's like we don't care for international squabbles. We're there to take what we're there to take, and then we're there to leave. They could say it was terrorism if they want to, but then we give their people shit for coming into our country. This isn't a political conversation. This is comic books. Anywho. Yeah, it was just a deep talking point, and that is what it all boils down to. So it's like Disney just putting it in your face.
That's true. I mean, that is for sure true. Now, okay, so I gotta say this. As much as I love Sam, he was a freaking idiot when they saw that Selby chick's like, why the fuck would you have your phone on? How the hell did you able to? How the hell did you not forget the phone? I was like, are you kidding me right now?
It's kind of like the equivalent though of like when you go to the movie theater and you're an idiot and you forget to turn your phone off, and then you're that awkward person that your phone rings during the movie, and you're like, ah, shit, like
come on, bro.
My thing is like it kind of showed too that he can't think on his feet, pretty quickly. Like he could have said anything on that phone conversation just to get her to get off the phone, and like he drug the conversation on like way too long. You know what I mean? To the point where she said his name. It's kind of like if he should have rushed. I would have rushed her off the phone, like speaking like pretty weird, and then hopefully she gets the point. But he tried to do it somewhat, with some things that he was saying on the conversation, but it wasn't enough to like get her to get off. And like the part where it's like, she's talking to the kids and like they're listening in, like, like what? Like who is he talking to on the phone?
I know.
You should have just said like, hey, in like an important meeting right now, can't talk, like, goodbye.
Or like I'm handling business.
That's true. I don't know. At that moment, it's like, fuck. What do you say though? It's like that would be the simplest thing to say, but it's like where you're in that moment, you're like, oh shit. I don't know. I think his sister wouldn't react the way he would expect to react. Like I don't know. It just wasn't. It just wasn't the best situation. I mean, he already had to take a shot off a snake. Like that's already bad enough for him, right there.
I'm gonna call you back. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think she would ask more questions though.
I'm sorry. The shot scene had me dead. I was cracking up.
Say what?
When he was taking a shot, like from the snake.
Oh man,
that scene was so funny.
Yo, he had a lot of funny moments in this episode, bro. He was the one that looks like, why am I the one that looks like a pimp? Is he was like, only American would only call you a pimp. Here we're in a different country right now. We're not gonna call you that. But yo, man, the word got that fast. Like, as soon as Selby got shot, everybody was like, okay, the bounty's on these guys right now. Like that shit was lit. Like, and luckily Sharon saved them. That very quick.
That bounty was on their heads so fast. It was almost like
it's like they're all in a group chat together,
right?
Fun.
No, they are in a group chat together.
Fun fact: the director of this episode was the director of John Wick.
Oh my god,
that's pretty funny.
Which explains like the lighting and the purple and pink lighting and stuff in this episode.
Yeah, because they went hard, like especially with the throwing knives shit. I was like, yo, that's straight out of John Wick too. Like
Bucky straight up catching a pipe, chucking it like a spear, and puncturing that chick into a freaking can, like
I was like,
whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, but no, that was sick. But no, man. I freaking love the fact. No, Savage, man. I mean, Sharon was going off on her own right there. I was like, okay, right. Sharon, you still got it, girl. Like, oh my god, like, I don't need no help right now. Like, single-handedly took.
Yo.
I mean, granted, more bounty hunters came, but like she held her own, bro. I was like,
Me and my friend was
like,
crying because she was like, "Yo, is she a super soldier?" I was like, "I don't know."
I mean, nah, she wouldn't be because like she would have, she'd be able to like carry at least one of those guys out for herself. But I mean,
She was
she
going
just was just.
hard.
I know, man. I
I
was
mean,
like,
I
and I'm
mean,
like,
I
why are
think
you living
that.
here again?
I mean, I feel like we forget that agents are pretty much all trained to fight that way, but it
Oh
just
yeah,
showed how
oh
skilled she is.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. But like just seeing that shit, I was just like, hey man, I'm not gonna fuck with you. I'm on your side. Like if I owe you any money, I'll give you some money. Just I'm not gonna get on your bad side. All right, so we're on the
I
same
like
side, right?
girls like that.
Yo, you whip my ass, shit. You tell me what to do and
We
I'll do it.
fighting. We fighting.
Fine.
So,
But I think we
so
need
I
to get.
mean, amongst this episode, I mean, the one thing that I was kind of hoping for, not saying I was hoping for, but like I was like skeptical, like, that would be pretty awesome if that person was in this episode. Was Ronan. Like when
Hmm.
they're inside the alleyway and like this like mystery person is like shooting all these people down or whatever. I'm like, man, that would be so dope if like it was Ronan, like or that final scene where Bucky's kind of walking away. Now I like that it was the chick from Wakanda, but I was like, man, if that was like Ronan, like that would be pretty cool, like to add him into this whole thing.
Yeah.
That would be cool. But I think we need to get to like the huge part of this episode. The more important part was when they talked to Wilfred about the super soldier. And before we get into that, did y'all get some Jesse Eisenberg like energy from that guy? I was like, a counter
Yes.
question. I'm like, are you really Jesse Eisenberg? Like, why am I getting some Lex Luthor, Jesse Eisenberg type of vibes right now from you right now? Like, he seemed like a Jesse Eisenberg type of dude.
He's a scientist. They all seem that way.
Yeah, I thought I was watching this. I thought I was watching a Social Network for a second.
For real though. But no, but that was like I think that was like the most part of the episode. So it was just kind of interesting because he actually, was he disappeared too. And his work, was left undone. And he was reworking it and he gave it to Carly. But what did he say was gonna happen after she took it? Something was gonna come after her. I forgot what he said, who that was.
I
Damn
don't
it,
remember
man.
him saying that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, me neither. You
I
passed
thought it was
us.
something of a name.
Is this a
Something like
trick
that.
question?
No, I don't think it's your question, but he said something after like the poor girl, something's gonna happen to her or something like
Well,
that. I forgot.
wasn't he just saying that like whoever the power broker is, like he was going to
Oh
come
yeah, the
after
power
her
broker,
because
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the power broker, yeah. That's what's power broker, yeah. That's
Yo,
what's gonna come
Peggy
after her.
knows who the power broker is.
You think so?
Yo, when she hopped into that Tesla and was like, "Yo, like things are you," nah. I was like, "Who the hell is that?"
You better do not set yourself for disappointment. Don't
Well,
do it. Don't do it.
I'm not pulling a Mephisto.
Mm-mm.
I just feel like
I'm just looking at the bullshit camera right there. Every time I hear some bullshit, I just be looking at like.
a word. You gonna edit that?
No, I'm not gonna. No, you fine. You good, bro. Like no one's gonna no one's gonna freak out. No one's gonna freak out. But, but I thought that was like important.
No, I meant like your reaction.
So, anyways, I thought Wilfred was an important part of the episode today, and also earlier was that Carly's mom? Was that supposed to be her mom?
I would assume
Okay.
so.
Okay. I assume so. Yeah. But now, I mean, like, she's gone off the deep end. She's like, yo, I think you were touching on this before, Rachel. It's like, they're not really the bad guys, but their actions right now, like, I mean, I think killing them, it's like, okay, now she's like, I ain't give no fucks.
Well, like even her partner, that other guy that she was with at that moment, I don't remember his name. Like even he was shocked. He's like, there were people in there, and then she was like, that's the only language they understand. And it's like, but if you're getting onto their level now, you're just becoming the other asshole. Like,
yeah,
like
it was bound to happen. Like it was not to cut you off, Rachel, but it was bound to happen. Like they always seem all nice and shit like that, but later on they're gonna cross the line, and now are they gonna start doing it too? Like you're gonna be like, oh shit! Like remember she said there's no turning back now, so you're with her to the end right now. So, but anyways, go on, Rachel. I didn't want to cut you off right there.
No, just saying like it's basically that where it's just you're trying like you were being pinned to the bad guy even though you were actually doing good things to help people, but now that you're just stooping to their level, it's kind of like, well, now you just defeated the whole point. So, like,
I would really love to see her and Zemo meet face to face because he can't wait for that. Like that, I think that's just gonna go down. Like that. That's what if we get to that point. I'm not sure what's gonna happen between the guys and Zemo because I mean, like Derek said, Sam called the Wakandan that one lady. So I don't know what she's gonna do. I guess does she want Zemo for herself? Was she gonna like deliver his head to the Wakandans and be like, hey, look what I got for you guys right here. I got the head of Zemo. So I don't know.
Well, you remember when it was the Winter Soldier and Black Panther was after his ass for a while. So it's kind of like that's how people from Wakanda are. It's like you owe us, something. Like so, it's like all right, we didn't kill you. But
well, they know that Bucky was framed, though. Like that's why they helped him live there and gave him a new arm. And
well, exactly. So, but who was the person that was controlling him? Zemo.
Well, yeah, Zemo. Yeah.
So now they're like, okay, we need his head, or we're here to collect, basically.
Yeah,
I feel like Bucky's gonna explain the situation to her, and she's gonna relay it back to Wakanda. And like once they get everything they need from him done, and he tries to run, they're gonna come in and try to get him. But I think Zemo's gonna get away.
Zemo's too smart.
Way too smart. He know Bucky was in Wakanda. He know. Come on.
Yeah, like I understand. I like Bucky and Sam, but like, let's be real. They're not on the smart level of Zemo. Like, let's be clear about that. So, but unless like I said, Bucky calling Wakandans. I mean, he had the plan from the start, smart too. So I mean, maybe I'm not giving Bucky enough credit because I mean, he did help Zemo escape from prison. With that scenario, I was like, oh shit, like what? Like
montage.
That was good. I like that scene right there.
Well, I mean, he was an assassin that used to be able to sneak into anywhere, so I'm sure he knew how to break someone out pretty easily. So,
yeah, like that looked like. What up?
But it's interesting because like I'm literally trying to like dive more into like the Flag Smashers, because it's kind of like I'm seeing kind of like what they're doing, but I think for like the general public as far as like what their purpose is, as far as like what was it? It was the GDC or whatever, or what was the company that they were stealing the products from? Like at the beginning of this episode, it's like a whole commercial about everybody being united again, and it was like yeah, it was like some like basic government commercial about after the blip and people like being united again and this, that, and the third. But then when they go in there and they say like they've been holding this stuff for months and hadn't given it to the general public, it's kind of interesting. Like I'm trying to like dive into more so like their purpose, like if they're them being more so the villain, or they like really are like the Robin Hoods of this series.
I think they started off as Grant. I think they started off as not so bad guys, but like I said, as soon as Carly kills those guys, I think that's going to be the start of her going down a dark path. So I mean, you're helping out people, but now like you're like I said, but Ray said, you're being a hypocrite now. You're becoming the people that you hate now by doing that. Like,
That
I don't know if that's going to make her
organization-
lose any followers, but I mean, they can't turn back now. Like, they've already went this far, and they already know that Wilfred's dead now. So they're going to be, and they have the last of the serum. So they're going to be, people are going to be begging for the serum. So, like, right now, the ball's in their court right now, which how did they find out that Wilfred died? I mean, they probably got connections out there, but I'm just wondering how they found out, he was dead.
Yeah, I'm sure word gets out because I mean, obviously, all the people that were connected to all the underground shit were all like the same group chat. So I'm sure word got out that he was dead. So I don't know.
But I mean, honestly, it's funny. Speaking of villains, like it's kind of hard to tell who's the villain in the show right now. I mean, yeah, Zemo, which
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, it'll be Zemo, but it's like, okay, so his whole goal was, what do I say, Rachel?
No, I'm just saying because even like with Wanda, like, oh, is she the bad guy now because she manipulated all these people? I think Marvel's purposely writing these characters to be in a gray area where it's like their motivations that are supposed to be good, but their actions are now just being shit. People do good things. I mean, bad things for good reasons. So I think they're purposely making commentary on different aspects of different things in this show purposely to just be in a gray area so that there is no obvious black and white villain and who's right.
Yeah, I mean, Zemo doesn't want super soldiers. He doesn't want superheroes. So, like, he wasn't really, a whole, like, take over the world type of thing. He's just like, I don't want any superheroes around. Like, Flag Smashers, they're just trying to help out, the people that were here before the blip, during the blip, which, by the way, we still don't know what their, like, ultimate plan is. Like, how are they going to, research how things were back in the blip? Like, what are they going to do? Like, so you have to know what their, like, true plan is. We might not know that until, like, maybe, like, the 5th episode, maybe.
You know what I was thinking too? Did anyone realize with that creepy commercial being like, oh, we're going to help you get back into your jobs and your homes, and we're going to set you up because you were gone for 5 years. We're going to make it so your life goes back to normal. And that's like, so do you think all the people that are in these like camps, like as refugees and like being homeless, and like they're not the people that were blipped, they're the people who were alive this whole time and now are like pushed out of their homes that used to be other people's homes because now it's like we need to give back their life because they came back and they're the top priorities. Like, you guys need to get out. And now like they're displaced, so it's kind of like fucking over all the people that lived and have been here for the past 5 years over the people that went poof. So like, so that kind of makes more sense of like why they're gaining so much momentum of like getting people to be like, yes, we want it to go back to the way it was before, like during the blip, because that's when our lives were normal. Now we're homeless. Now we're whatever. They don't care about us. They only care about the people that came back. So that's the way I kind of like thought about it.
I mean, yeah, that's why the Flag Smashers.
Go ahead.
No, I would say no. Go there. You go ahead.
I was just gonna say an economy that would see half of everything vanish would be cataclysmic, and for 5 years at that. So yeah, I can see exactly where these people are coming from. It would be radical, like to see some stuff like that happen out here. Like COVID's bad enough. Imagine if all the people that died of it just poofed and came back. Like just like that. It would be ridiculous. So yeah, I could see how that would mess a world up. I sat down and thought about that. I was like, yeah, I see it.
Oh yeah, wow. I mean, and it sucks because it's like we're not saying we don't. I mean, well, to pretty much say we don't want you back. I mean, would things be easy with half the world not being real? Yeah, it would. I think think we've all thought about it. Like, I think it would definitely, make things better for a whole lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But now
There'd
they bring
be more
everybody
jobs
back.
to go around, more housing to go around, more food to go around. I mean, that's kind of what Thanos' whole point was, to be like, hey, you guys are overpopulated. You guys need to chill. Like,
he's still crazy. He's still crazy, son of a bitch, though. Still crazy. I mean, I don't know. I never believe in like killing people, but like I said, it is some truth of what he was trying to do. And like I said before in the last video, like his legacy is still like living on to a lot of people, which I don't even think they even knew. Which I don't think the people even knew who did it. Like, I don't think just some people just go away. It's like, wait, who did all this? Like, did they really know that it was really Thanos? Like, someone correct me. I don't know if they knew or not.
I'm sure they would have to tell people because, like, after half the population just suddenly disappears, you're not going to tell the world, like, what the fuck happened. Like,
wait, no. Cap did when they were in that therapy section. He did say Thanos could have killed us all. So yeah, they do know. My bad. So, like, did we miss anything else with this episode? Like, I feel so we're missing some other things I want to talk about. Besides, I think the other funny moment was when Sam said, "You're not going to pull up your sheep, are you?" And Bucky was like, "No." From the scene from Civil War.
Yeah, I love that. I love
that was funny right there.
Episode. Yeah.
Which I thought Zemo was gonna run away at that scene. Like when he shot the guy, they're like, "Yo, why did he not run off?" But then again, there's a bounty on him, so it's like, why would he want to run off like that?
Because I think, like we said, like I think he's using right now Bucky and Sam to basically track down where the serum is so that he could destroy it. He needs them, so like him running off wouldn't help him.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're wondering towards it is like who's gonna get to who first almost. Is Zemo gonna get to them first, or are they gonna turn tables on him first? So it's almost like a three-way battle. It's like it's Sam and Bucky, then you have the Flag Smashers, and then you have Zemo. I mean, as of right now, it's temporary work. It's temporary between Sam, Bucky, and Zemo. So we'll see how long that partnership is going to end. I don't think it's going to end for very long though. Like maybe next episode it probably breaks off. Probably.
All I want is a satisfying fight between Discount Cap, Bucky, and Falcon, and they just beat the shit out of them, and they take the shield back. They're like, "Go the fuck, get that out of here!"
Yeah, isn't it amazing how like he's probably like the number one hated Marvel character right now? Like without all the villains that we dealt with, he is the most number one hated guy out there. Like nobody likes you. Oh, bro, I think even the actor himself was getting death threats from people.
Yeah.
Okay, that's when fans are retarded. I never get that about fans. Like, can you not separate like a show and a movie from reality? Like, they're actors. Like, are you telling me that are you telling me that an actor should never take on a villain role because they're bad? Like, someone has to play villains. Like, don't get mad at the actor. Like,
they can't separate the real. It's like you stole Captain America from me. I hate you. It's crazy, man. Or they want to be known. I don't know. I think Sebastian Shaw even said they try to say the words around me. Which I think that's kind of more funny in a way. But like the guy just getting death threats, man, I mean, it's not surprising. Remember, they were trying to cancel out the Godzilla. I mean, I don't want to get off topic, but they're trying to get cancel the whole Godzilla versus King Kong, like because the whole Snyder Cut thing, like if there's fans and then there's fanboys, and that's fanboys. What was going on with that? But Brett, I still hate 99 cents Cap too. Well, okay, so what names we have? We have 99 cents Cap, generic brand Cap. What did you call him, Rachel?
Discount Cap.
So not discount double check, just discount.
Great value.
Grape.
Yeah.
Walmart.
Mhm.
the dollar bin cap, dollar bin.
Fake,
I
corny
feel like
cat, fake ass.
I feel like this whole
We
thing
just
was
said.
like the redemption show. Like this, it's almost seemed to me like when I think about it deeply, it's like an American, um, show of like redemption. Like everybody in this like show is kind of having this battle with redeeming themselves, or Sam giving up the shield because he didn't feel like he was worthy enough of having the shield, and it belonged to just the original Captain America, which stood for a better America. You know what I'm saying? And then you have the Winter Soldier, who's like battling all these like scars and trying to redeem himself from all the stuff that that he has done in the past, but has to like kind of go back to those kind of dark shadows like in these kind of episodes. And then you have Zemo, who is like kind of almost in a sense trying to redeem himself also, I guess like in the sense of like getting rid of like starting when he finished, like getting rid of all like the super soldiers and getting rid of, like you said, Rachel, like the serums. And it's like almost to like America, like is trying to redeem themselves as far as like everybody that's coming back. They're trying to be like the heroes to like other parts of the world, but yet they're failing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like they don't have like a real good plan and don't really care about like the smaller people. Like it's like
What does that currently sound like?
exactly,
Like,
exactly,
But
Say it, Rachel. Say it.
Sam,
exactly.
but
just
Sam said that.
But then we think about it, like the new Captain America, like the discount Captain America, like he is
I
not
don't even, bro,
good.
not to catch up. I don't even like calling him Captain America. Even if I say 99 cents, I just don't like saying Captain America. I just feel like that guy 99, like 99 cents. That's it. We should have a different word
But
for. I'm calling him 99 cents.
Yeah.
you gotta peep. You gotta peep how Sam said the world needs new heroes at Captain America's funeral, and then the government turned around and said that same shit when they introduced him.
Mm,
Sam was like talking about himself. He doesn't know that,
yeah.
obviously, but it's just foreshadowing. Like, I like that. I like where they're going because they're giving each character show their origin story. That way, we're
Yeah,
already caught up by
absolutely.
the time the next movie comes up.
Absolutely. But like,
basically, basically Walker is like the perfect representation of what America is now in the eyes of other people, but not what Captain America should be. So
Hmm.
yeah.
like he's perfect representation of America now, but he's not what Captain America should be. Like that's Sam, or that's just Steve, like just Steve,
Yeah.
because no one could be Steve. Like no one.
Steve
Exactly.
wasn't like people get confused when he say he's Captain America. No, he's not fighting for America. He's fighting for what's right. Like there's a difference. Like just because I call myself Captain America does not mean I'm fighting for America, because that just proved to you, like you would think that, okay, with the Accords, Captain America will be right with us. He is Captain America. After I was like no, that's not through bullshit stuff. Like no, why would I want to be part of this? Like no, like I think that's where his respect about Captain America was. He know the Accords was wrong. He want to fight what was right. If that's gonna make myself become the villain, I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? He makes like times you gotta like do things that's not by the book in order to to achieve like what Bucky did, releasing Zemo out of jail. Like, will Cap do something like that? Like with our Cap, he just might do that. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
like he just might do. I mean, he just might.
But like that even
Maybe.
shows how like Steve evolved too, because like of course in the beginning he's like, I'm Mr. America, I'm Mr. like graham cracker, and like I do everything by the book, and like language like Mr. Uppity, and then like but as he sees like more things go on, obviously by Civil War, by that point he's like, I'm gonna break some rules because obviously the shit that like I used to follow like isn't what I should be following anymore, because now they're not doing the things that I think are right. So like he had to shift his course of like evolving into realizing, you don't always do what government tells you to do just because they're, whatever. Like, that's what Steve did. And I don't know. He basically was what they explained, where he's a good man. They don't need another strong person that follows orders. Like, that's why he was chosen, because it's like, oh, what about that strong asshole over there? Because he could take orders. That's like, no, you want someone who's just a genuinely good person and who can make up decisions on their own. But this asshole of Discount, Captain America, is like, I need to just go by the orders of what I'm told to do, and I need to be the dick.
I think every episode we're gonna like roast this dude. Like he is the most like he is gonna get roasted every single episode we discuss. Like no one likes him, and rightfully so. I mean, it's crazy, right? Because he's like, guys, I'm not trying to replace him. Blah blah blah. It's like, okay, you seem like a nice guy. And you're like, you know what? Stay the hell out of my way. It's like, okay, fuck you. You're a dick.
Yeah, he's trying too hard. He's trying too hard.
But it's kind of perfect though, because you think about it. Okay, him as like shitty America. Okay, we try to be friends with you because we need you, but as soon as you tell us no, then we're like, okay, now fuck off. I don't need you. Like, now you're my enemy because you didn't want to be friends with me and you didn't want to, work with me and do what I say. And then like,
I'm Captain America. You should follow my rules.
Yeah,
you not like America? How dare you?
I get to do what I want because I've got strong, powerful guns and I go pew pew and...
Oh my god, when he shot the gun, I'm like, first of all, you're not even a super soldier. Like, okay, when after episode 2 was like, you just made a big mistake. I'm like, what you gonna do, 99 cents? What you gonna do? And she whooped his ass. Like, he's like, you can't, like, bro, you're not a super soldier. You're just a dork with a fucking shield. Like, you're fucking dork.
I love how he says that. It's like, who are you talking to? Like, they fought in a war against aliens. And, like, you're a little nerd with your, like, little shield that thinks they're hot shit. Like, really? They could take you out in 2 seconds. Like,
yeah. Now, he is onto Sam and Bucky because he does suspect them releasing Zemo, but then he said to his partner, we're gonna keep this between us. We're gonna go by my speculation or whatever. And that's when he's like, you think we're gonna do that? Blah blah. Who cares? You think they're gonna care? We get this shit done. Like he on some shady shit too. Like you can't trust this dude.
Yeah.
I hope he gets the shield back. That's all I can really hope for.
They need to beat the shit out of him with that shield.
But even if he hands over the shield to Sam, and the Sam doesn't, I'm pretty sure Sam will keep it this time. But like, what's the government gonna do? They can easily say, "It's our property. It's our property." Technically, I mean, yeah, Cap gave you the shield, but technically, it's our shit because Tony's not around anymore. So,
well, hey, Tony's dad gave that shield to Steve, so it's not property of the government. Shit, it was like it was from Stark, so like it's not theirs.
Well,
yeah, but we're gonna say
maybe the big cameo at the end will be Pepper Potts showing up to tell them that the shield can go to Sam. That would be cool.
Which honestly, I'm a little bit. Oh shit! Anthony died again.
You got shitty connection or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, okay, here it is. Normally, it's never like. What's going on with your connection, Anthony? You blipped.
Yep. Look over at that camera. Yep. Sorry about that.
Okay, Sam. Like, not to have your phone on. We're in a bag out of speed, and you gotta charge your phone. Well, but then again, you thought you were using your computer this whole entire time. I'm assuming.
Yep. And then my headphones. I gotta hook up my headphones for the next episode.
But you always gotta have to keep that phone charged, man. Like that's the life right there. That's all right there.
Yeah, I was too busy watching the episode before we got on. So.
Oh, so you just watched it? Like the first time just watching it?
No, I watched it again just to look at some other things in the episode.
Yeah. So I always watch it twice. Just one on Friday, and I'll watch it again and take some notes. But okay, this is what I'll talk about on Sunday night, which I think we already talked about. Like, what about to say?
No, I was just saying. Another detail, like going back to if this discount cap's gonna try to be like an ass and like trip up like what Sam and Steve, not Sam and Steve, wow, Sam and Bucky are doing, by having like the government turn on Bucky and like them go after him, because like if you noticed when he was like pretending to be Winter Soldier in the bar, like there's people recording him like on their phones. So I'm like, is there gonna be like video like going out of like, look, Winter Soldier's back, and then like discount cap be like, hey, look guys, like he's evil again, go after him. And then it's like,
well, not just Winter Soldier, but also with Zemo too, which pretty much adds to speculation. Be like, oh, they did release him out of prison, so yeah, like them being recorded, social media, because that's where we find out all our news right there. They'll use social media to their advantage right there. So yeah, man,
But they pointed out in the episode that the discount Captain America went to this station and found out that they probably have Zemo. So he already knows that they're with him.
Yeah, but this I think is just proof of like, look, like Bucky's evil again. He's he's turning into Winter Soldier again, and like to make people turn on him. Like, I don't know.
But remember, they're walking down the hallway, and he was like, he's kind of like, oh, we're going to do it our way now because they're pretty much breaking the rules, so we're going to do the same thing. So I don't know if he's going to use that against them, but I just think that he's just trying too hard. I think he's just going to, he wants to beat them to the punch, basically. Like he wants to be the first one to crack him.
Like he wants to prove his worth. Like, hey,
exactly.
I am Captain America. I can get shit done.
He wants to prove that he's the boss and that he's better and whatever.
Yeah, when you try so hard at doing that shit, you usually fail and look like a giant ass while you're at it.
If you don't get your dollar cents ass out of here, man. Well,
right.
no one likes you, bro. Okay. I know there's like some childish shit, but it's like, no one likes you. No one likes you. I think.
You know what they are? Do you know what they are? Not like just discount, whatever. Like they're the what's the word? Not bootleg, but like when other toy companies basically make like to be like, oh look, this is like Superman, but we can't. Yeah, knockoffs. There you go. That can't call him Superman, so we pound like Power Man. And like the colors are slightly different. It's like, look, it's different, but it's technically the same character.
Look, you have a cake.
Oh my god.
Or like Halloween stores when they can't outright say the character, so they're like Star Spangled Man.
Yeah, but it's clearly the opposite right there. But what was I gonna say? Shit.
His partner doesn't even really like the stuff that he's doing.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he's looking at him in a different light. Like, dude, like, are you trying to go against the government right now? Like, I mean, like, he's like, you're pressing too hard. I
mean, he's kind of even like, what the fuck, when like he was going all aggro on the people in the place that they bombarded, and he had to like translate, and he's kind of just like, you're like, this is so awkward, like. This is unnecessary.
Like, I don't even want to like press you about this, but he's making me.
I don't want to be here right now. It's all him. I'm sorry, guys. Damn, I forgot I was gonna say again. It's like twice I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck. God damn.
I don't know. I think Sharon's gonna have a lot more to do with this. Like, just seeing how she kind of got away at the end.
I hope so.
Which I found a little weird because it was like Sam, they got away and he was like, oh, do you just want to like get away in this car, or you want to take on like 20 soldiers that are coming out, or mercenaries? And then she just kind of just like walks away, and then she gets inside of a car just kind of regular and like pulls off. So I'm like, was there more people coming for them, or was there more people shooting at them, or what happened?
I'm just sure that like because she established herself there and like even herself has made a name for herself by like selling like artworks off in the black market, and like she's kind of like made herself a sort of a criminal to like survive in that area. I just think she has a
But she
pulse on like that type
Well,
of criminal underground, that like she kind of knows probably who the broker is, and like she has a better feel on it than anybody.
no, she does, and I guess she says we have like and honestly, when she says we have a problem, like I think she knows what's like what Derek said. I think she kind of knows what's going on right now, so she has a plan right now. She can't go back to the States just yet. She has a plan right now, so we'll definitely see her later in the long run. Which I do hope Sam does help like get her back to the States. Like
She'll get
just man,
exonerated.
I hope so. So I really felt bad for her, bro. Like I felt extremely bad for her.
Yeah, that hit. I was like, damn, that I didn't think about that like at all.
Yeah, because I was wondering, I'm like, so where has she been this whole entire time? Because yeah, she's been on the run. And she didn't help with the fight against Dana, so it's like it's not like they can like part of her case or whatever. I mean, they made Bucky cool, so yeah, they can definitely help out Sharon as well too.
Yeah, I'm kind of on Sharon's side of things, like as far as like not being able to talk to her family, but I'm kind of like, why would she want to leave where she's at? Because she seemed like she got it going on where she's at, so I would stay there.
I mean, Deb's everywhere right there. Like, and Sam's like, "You like living here? Is that so bad?"
I mean, Sam was like, "Yo, that was like they giving New York City a run for their money." I mean, I love New York City lifestyle, and just like that whole art scene, like I was like, "Yo, I want to be in this episode just because I want to look at some art and party."
Yeah,
I just want to be an extra.
I just want to be an extra.
Yeah, the partying was pretty R rated for Disney. This is the first R rated stuff that we've seen so far from them. With the guns, the little drugs or whatever, like the bar, the drinks. Like I'm like, okay,
Blood.
we're going rated R a little bit right now.
How's that R-rated?
Yeah, right. Like what?
Hey man, it's
There's
the
guns
party
in
life
every
that
Marvel movie.
It was bloody.
Hey, what?
There's guns in every Marvel movie. How are you gonna say
No, I'm saying
suddenly
that
R-rated?
I said the partying and the drinks or in the bar scene or whatever. They didn't get a whole lot of that in Marvel.
In the blood.
And they're saying and they're saying shit. Okay, they're saying shit. I can't remember hearing that in the Marvel movie at all.
I think they're just getting with the times right now, but I get what Rich was saying. Like I don't think they're really pushing the limits with this as far as rated R.
No, they're not. They're not.
Unless we suddenly see some titties flashing out. I mean,
there we go.
They'll lose the kids, right? They'd be like, nope, canceled.
Black Widow's titties. Black Widow's titties would break the internet.
Well, speaking of Black Widow, I'm pretty sure you saw probably saw the new trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
July still. I'm like, all right, cool. And speaking of Stargate, there's an article that said apparently Rhonda Reynolds. This is a rumor, but Ryan Reynolds does not want to work with Scarlett Johansson in the MCU.
Ooh, well, she's dead.
That's what I'm saying. Like she dropped in theaters already, so I mean, I don't know what she's talking about right now, but I don't want to work with her, so that made no sense right there. Lucky him.
Whatever.
Yeah, he'll be all right. All right, sorry. Look at the time right now. It's 11:15, so I think it's about time to wrap it up. You guys have any last words before we head up out of here? Before I fall asleep.
Yeah, I'm running on 4 hours of sleep right now. I don't know. I mean, we're halfway through, so I'm hoping that kind of like Wanda, they find a way to wrap up the end of the show in a good way where you're not just left hanging on something.
Yeah, I mean, shit's gonna go down. Like, what's Bucky's plan? Because, even Sam's unaware of what Bucky's doing right now when he called the Wakandans for into that country that they just flew in. So, but like I said, Zemo, man, Zemo's the shit right now. I love him. Like he is, like you kind of low key cheer for him, but you're like, damn, man, you're evil. You are evil, bro. But I still like you though. I like you better than 99 cents. So you know.
Yeah, bro, he killed King T'Chaka. He gets no pass on my end. So,
That's true.
but
But you have to admit though, he did make this episode good. We can't lie about that.
Oh, he did. I mean, kudos to Marvel and all them for the actors and actresses that they choose for the show. It's like they all do their job. Like, and like we've been saying before, like these, series, these shows, like are giving these people like a light that, just like Sharon or Zemo, like you're diving into these characters more, and you're like, wow, this character is actually very interesting, and I actually like them. So I do like the fact that they are making these shows this way so that you can more know a little bit more about the characters. And like you said, like you like Zemo, we all kind of like Zemo in like this episode. It's like, wow, this is pretty cool. Now I do want to see him wear the mask a little bit more and not just put it on for like 2 seconds and then shoot people and take it off. But
I feel as though we have a better connection with the characters in this show than we did in WandaVision. Don't get me wrong, like you felt Wanda's pain in that show, but like this one was me coming as a black man. We've gone over Isaiah. We know Sam getting pulled over by the cops stopping by Sam, and how America is with with their new 99 cents Captain America. Like it definitely affects me on this show, and I like shows and movies that like have me feel like, wow, I definitely felt that.
Well, because you're getting more like of people's struggles, but with different things. Like where obviously it was so focused on just Wanda herself that it was focused on just one character's, grief and troubles. Where this show you're getting to see problems from different perspectives of different topics with all these different characters. So it's more of like a well-rounded, I don't know, perspective.
Mm-hmm. Derek, I see you falling asleep over there. You have any last words? I know you, but you're knocked out right now.
He looks like he just fell asleep.
Yo,
I think he is asleep right now.
Yo, somebody. Somebody screenshot this. Like, this is the best time of my life right now. He just had the snore shake too. Oh, there it is.
Oh God!
You awake over there?
Me?
Nah, that's a comfortable podcast right there. He's comfortable.
Listen to me. I've been at work all day. I'm dead to the world. I watched the sun come up and I left while it was going down. I said, this is some bullshit. Like, yo.
Well, Dave is still calling up on here, man. You're a soldier, bro. You're a soldier.
Listen, I'm about to hit this bed so hard.
Same.
We appreciate that. Like we appreciate that last moment of that. That was great. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Now it's gonna be on internet. Oh man, it's gonna be great to see. Good entertainment right there. Legendary. I appreciate that. I appreciate you falling asleep on us right there. It's gonna be some great laughs right there for us.
Shut the hell up.
I love you too, man. So I'm tired too. I'm like, thank God that wasn't me. That would have been bad.
If you pass out in your seat, I'm screaming.
I'd be like, oh shit. Let me hold on to this L real fast.
You gotta get one of those like super comfy like PC gaming chairs where they just look like recliners. They can just fall asleep in.
Yeah, I need to get one of those chairs. But if I do that, yeah, it'll be over. I'd be like,
do they have heated ones? Because if they have heated ones, that's just game over. Like you fall asleep in 10 seconds if it's heated.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Damn, that would not be good. That would not be good. So, anyways, like I said, it's getting late right there. So, I want to appreciate you guys for joining me as always. Appreciate that you got comments. I mean, not many comments, but hey, we had one comments. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We are getting there slowly but surely. So, I'm happy with the outcome right now. So, I definitely enjoyed this, and we had a like. We have a like. So,
Ooh, getting
I know,
big.
man. Get in bed, man.
Moving up
we
in
are
the
getting
world.
there.
Whoa,
Like we made it.
That's scary.
We made it, guys. We made it.
I'm scared of this, man.
We made it.
I don't know.
We made it. We made it.
That's too much popularity.
I know, man.
The moment we get our first Karen is when we know we made it. We know we made it when you get the first Karen.
Oh!
The first...
Yo, we need that. We need it. We need that first Karen. Oh man, this was funny. Oh god, I love it. All right, guys. Listen, thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm about to get the hell up out of here and go to bed. And another freaking long ass week. At least it's pay week. That's the only good thing. At least it's pay week. And Rachel, I'm loving the red poison ivy. I don't know.
This camera is making my hair look so much redder than it actually is. Like it's a copper, but this is like red. Like, what up, camera? Why are you making my hair look so colored? Like, it's more like orangey red, not like poison ivy red. Like, whatever.
You're right. Just keep it. It looks good on you keep it. You should keep that for a long time.
It works.
It works. All right, guys, folks. Like I said, thank you guys for joining us tonight. We're about to get the hell up out of here and go to bed. Yeah, have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your Easter and be safe. See you guys.